One of my favorite personality in this world is Steve Jobs, and I like so much this person because of the courage he had, the courage he took from modest beginning up to the person we know actually. The way from beginning to his success is not easy to those who think that we are going to have success by miracles. Of course, I believe in miracles, but miracles happens after we got faith, after we act. And Steve Jobs one day he said, there are so many important things that as human we have, but the most one among all is time, and we need to use our time wisely. So this means, according to Steve Jobs, we need to prioritize things when we need to make a choice between two things, so that when we make the choice that is important for us, we are going to spend more time doing this one and less time by doing what is not very important for us. And as youth, today let me talk about something. When he was president, Barack Obama spoke to a large audience of students who got their bachelor, they got their diplomas, about the importance of education for us youth. I was not there. I've never been in the United States of America, but I watched this wonderful speech. I watched this wonderful speech again from Barack Obama. And today we are going to talk about this wonderful subject: my education, my future. So, for us as African, there are things that we need to consider that they are not very important for us, even if we always do it, but they are not very important. Education is important for us. Why is it very important for us to get education as youth? Is there any difference between someone who got diploma and someone who is educated? Because one day one of my friends told me that, John, it is not very important for us to study, because when you think or when you look life of those who got their diplomas and those who didn't even study, we are going to see that there is a big difference. Those who got diploma do not succeed, but the ones who didn't go to university, they are rich. So it is not very important for us to go to school. And this is something that we have in our minds every day, each time. If it is not your brother, your sister, it's one of your friends who can tell you this one, that education, it is not very important to study, it is not very important to get instruction, to get instruction, please. But let me show you this, what I call a wonderful definition of education. Do you know Russell Nelson? Is there any Latter-day Saint in the room? Oh yeah, thank you, my friends, thank you so much. Russell M. Nelson is the current prophet of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and he gave the wonderful definition about education. He said, education is the difference between the need of helping people and being able to help people. This is education. The difference that exists between the need of helping people and being able to help people. So this is the definition that I always consider about education. So, do you need to help people? Yeah, you need to help people. So, are you able to help people? You see, the difference between both the two things, this is what we call education. So, statistics teach us that youth in Africa do not like to get education, do not like to get instruction. Please, my friends, we are surrounded by opportunities. We are surrounded by so many wonderful things that needs us or ask us to be more educated. So education, we can get it by going to school, by learning by ourselves with so many tools that are surrounded, so many social media platform and so on. We must use those things for our own benefit. There are some statistics. Let me show something. There is, yeah, as you can see, the three things which are on my board are very different. You need to know that there is a difference between education, there is difference between education, diplomas, and future. We talk about future, but it is not a main point of our definition for education. But you know that you are going to understand that when you are able to help someone, it is not for the present or the past, but in most of cases it is for the future. This is what we need to make a difference between, especially between the two things, education and diploma. I've got a diploma in customer service. I've got a diploma in social media marketing. I've got a diploma in digital marketing. I've got diploma on communication field, but this doesn't mean that I am educated. You know with me the reality about Africa. It is very easy for someone to go and buy a diploma. It is very easy for someone to go and in a cyber cafe and they make for him a diploma and he can go and get a job. But can you say that this person is educated? Did she or he get the right education for that job? No. But When you are educated with the definition I gave in the beginning from Russell Amneson, who said that education is the difference between the need of helping people and being able please to help people. This is very important for you. So I didn't bring with me the person who helped me to share screen. I call him my TA. Ensign is not here with us, but we are going to use it. I'm the engineer, I'm the speaker on the same time. This is not a problem, but you're gonna see what I'm going to share with you. Okay, this is statistic from the UNESCO Institute for Statistics. This is the distribution of out-school children of primary and secondary school age in Africa by region. What does it mean? This is the statistic of youth, of children who are not going to school. Do you understand? They are not in schools. Look at this. Look at this, my friends. Can you see that? North Africa makes the difference by having just 3% in the total in all Africa. But when you take West Africa and Eastern Africa, Central Africa, and so on, you can see. Can you imagine? Can you understand what we are preparing for the future? Which kind of person we are preparing, or they are preparing for the future? People that have not any education. I'm not talking about the diplomas that those children are missing, no, or are going to miss, no. To get instruction pass also by going to school. How can you not use social media platform? Yeah, you can tell me that there are friends, there are so many these goods, but schools and university are also important in our life. My friends, it is very important for us to understand those things. It is the same, but this is the distribution of youth population in Africa in 2020 from statistic.com, please. Sorry. And it is represented there. As I say that I like the definition about education from this great person who is Russell Amneson, I love so much Latter-day Saints and their perception of education, their perception of getting instruction. And Joseph Smith, who was the first president of the Latter-day Saints Church, received some things, a revelation. They call it a revelation, and it is in the book of Doctrine on Covenants. It said, whatever principle of intelligence we attain in this life will rise with us in the resurrection. And if a person gains more knowledge and intelligence in this life through his diligence and obedience and other, he will have so much advantage in the world to come. This is the eternal perception of education, of getting instruction by Mormons or Latter-day Saints, I ask you, do you really need to get advantage in the next life, in the next world when we will die? Do you really want to contribute to the development of our world? Do you need to be able of helping people who are around you? Do you need to be ready for great opportunities which are going to be created for us in the future? Those questions, if your answer is yes, then do your best to get the best education. Do your best to get instruction. I invite you, please. What I need from you is to know that opportunities, when it meets preparation, we call it chance. Do you need to have a chance in your life? Then be prepared. Do you need to be prepared? Then get instruction. My friends, I ask you, what I need from you is to know that you as youth, we as youth, we are future of the present generation, and we need to get as possible as many as possible education. Thank you so much for your attendance to this wonderful presentation. Let me summarize what we learned. We'll talk about education, which is the difference between the need of helping people and being able of getting people. Education doesn't mean getting diploma, but when we are prepared, opportunity will find us, and we will be prepared for the future. Thank you so much, and see you next time for another presentation.